Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2. I hope you can. Man, this is my first time going live with YouTube. This is a YouTube live stream. Welcome to the first annual YouTube live stream. I don't have any music to jam to like StreamYard. That's all right though. We're gonna wait for some people to get in here. How's everybody doing? GT Gibbs, what up though? I see you, sir. Yeah, this is what's called. I don't know how this works. Let's see. It doesn't have your what's called. Let's see. Put user in timeout. Pin message. Wonder if I can show it on the screen. I don't know how to use this thing at all. Share. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Little microphone thing down there is not going very far, so it makes me think that it may not be working. John Neal, I see you. What up, though? Michael SS, good to see you. Can you guys hear me? He says, I was just watching Steven Crowder talking about all this with Russell Brand. Man, Steven Crowder's been halfway. He's been getting kicked out. He's been getting the boot anyway for a while now. Steven Crowder's been getting it from YouTube, and he's been slowly being given the boot from YouTube. So that makes me wonder, you know what I mean? Let's see. Here for the laughs, and I support. I can hear you. Yeah. You know, Russell Brand, they're the way that they're moving with this, the way that they're moving so fast, like this is crazy. You don't ever move on anybody that fast. That's nuts. They didn't even do nothing. John Neal said, never liked that Russell Brand dude. Let's see. I can't highlight these. I don't think I can highlight the messages like I can normally. But yeah, Crowder's been getting censored for a while. And now Russell Brand. But see, okay, well, if you see, now it's crazy that this all happened at the same time, right? It's the same time that this happened, we got this cat, Renegade Media. He's being, he got demonetized too, right? They did the same thing to his channel, and they're saying multiple things in a row, multiple issues in a row is what they're claiming. But they can't do that. They can just demonetize, like Renegade Media. They could just demonetize that fool, and then they don't got to worry about it, because he doesn't have that huge of a platform. Whereas Russell Brand has like 6 million followers or something like that. They got to have something to actually cross him out. They have to have a reason. And on top of that, you've seen how the media is, how the internet is. Y'all see how the fucking comment section is, right? Oh, he's a sex offender. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do is accuse somebody of being a sex offender. They just did the same shit that these fools are doing on here on YouTube, running around calling each other sex offenders and rats and everything else. The world just did the same thing to what's called. They just did the same thing to Russell Brand, right? Just smeared him with some shit. There's no proof of nothing. He hasn't been convicted of nothing. And they were just like, oh yeah, take his channel. Took his channel, took his fucking book deal, took his ability to like make money at all, and are just like, yeah, sorry. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? He does need to go to Rumble. Rumble matters. You know what I mean? So this cat, Renegade Media, they demonetized his channel. Why'd they demonetize his channel? Right? Because what? Because he talks about the organized gangs, the organized prison gangs in the California prison system. Maybe. Right? Because for them, they don't care. They don't. They're not going to see anything on YouTube as telling or snitching or cooperating or anything like that. If you are a member of one of those powerful prison gangs in California and you just say, I want that fucking dude off of YouTube. Find a way to get him off of YouTube. And then I'm just some young cat. I'm just going to report the shit out of his channel. You know what I mean? Like, we look at it like, oh, that's some bitch shit. You're fucking snitching. You're telling. But people who ain't on YouTube and ain't YouTube creators, they don't care. They said, get that fool off of YouTube. We're going to get this fool off of YouTube. I'm going to report the hell out of his channel. Right? Let's see. Trying to remove Trump from the ballot. Jesus. It's crazy. It's crazy some of the lengths that they'll go to. I believe you. They are trying to remove Trump from the ballot. Let's see. Russell had been on Rumble for a while now. Good. He's on Rumble. That's good. They'll keep pushing people over to Rumble. But Rumble will find a way to mess it up. Watch. Choco, what up? Rumble will find a way to mess it up. Remember whenever they had Parler? We had Parler there for a while. And people actually were allowed to like talk and say the things that they, because whenever they first shut down Facebook, everybody, that's what's the cold thing about it is they shut down everything else, but all that stuff happened on Facebook. All the planning for all the craziness that happened, most of it took place on Facebook. And then whenever the hammer came down on Parler. It was just like, it was like the Iraq 2.0 situation again. They were like, well, there's weapons of mass destruction over there. And then they were like, wait, no, there's not. And then they're like, well, what should we do now? Invade Afghanistan. What? That got nothing to do with it, dog. There wasn't nobody ever said there was weapons of mass destruction in Afghanistan. What do you mean invade Afghanistan? It's the same shit. It's like, that's a non sequitur, bro. For sure, if Trump's son was dirty as Hunter, we'd be hearing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's true. Hunter Biden's something else. Boy, that fool give anybody a run for money. That fool's an old school gangster. Old school gangster fucking dope. Hunter Biden have you whacked. Tell me he knows some people, dog. You better leave that fool alone. Yeah. I mean, Renegade Media really only got a shit hit for 90 days, and they're claiming that it's some sort of privacy concerns. I don't know. But this is one thing that I do got to say with the homeboy, with Renegade Media, is that I'm listening to what he said, and what he said is that they had told him, they had sent him emails about some of his videos, and they told him something about like blurring out faces or something, which basically means they want you to take the fucking video down, is what it means. Or they want you to cut that part out. They did the same thing to Vegas profile stories. They said, oh, well, blur the faces and all this other shit. And then he went and tried to do the things that they wanted him to do. And that's not what they wanted. They wanted the fucking scene cut the fuck out, is what they wanted. So he did say that. He said that they tried to get him to like blur some faces out or something, and that he ignored it. So I have a feeling they told him, they told Renegade Media what to do, and he ignored that shit and just did, because that's the same reason that motherfucker got targeted by the fucking NF, is because he was in another state. They told him to do something. He was in charge. They told him to do something. He didn't do none of that shit. And then whenever he came back, that's why he ended up being removed. And why you could no longer push Norteño when he ended up becoming a writer, is because he didn't listen. And I have a feeling YouTube told him the same thing. YouTube sent him some emails telling him what to do, and I have a feeling he didn't do it. Boom. GT gives. They are trying to provoke us. My High Hustle, what up? Good to see you, my homie. Boom. HFTL, what up? Diddy in the house. You got hit up long ago. What's that mean, Diddy? By the feds? Did the feds harass you? Diddy, what up, though? I'm just saying, they went after Russell Brand, but Russell Brand, they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it just like they did Renegade Media. Renegade Media, they just smacked him upside the head and said, oh, yeah, that's it. That's all you get. They couldn't do that to Russell Brand. They had to have a reason. But nobody's ever been moved on like that. Like they pulled this fool, the entire rug out from underneath this fool. Like within like a 72-hour period, they just removed this dude's ability to like make money at all within like a 72-hour period. And it's like, that fool hasn't even been charged with nothing. Russell, but just somebody just saying something. Somebody's just saying that something happened a long time ago. There's not even any formal charges or any formal inquiries or any of that shit. Somebody just said they did something. That's all it takes anymore, huh? You know? That's all it takes on the internet, I guess, now. Is just for somebody to say that you did something. That's it. And that's how it's getting, too. That's going to be my next video, I think. I'm waiting on one to monetize right now, but my next video is going to be about the fact that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Tell me whoever your favorite YouTuber is. I don't care. You send me your favorite YouTuber, and we'll just put in the name of your favorite YouTuber and then just put in exposed afterwards, and they'll tell you why the person's a piece of shit. They'll tell you why they're a rat or a fucking chomo or a check-in or a fucking whatever. Because that's just like what YouTube does. It's fucking ridiculous. If you put yourself out there, somebody will make videos about you. So I don't think it even matters anymore. It's like everybody's no good. Everybody's no good. And the proof is just go type their name in and you'll find it. You know what I mean? And you'll find somebody who says all kinds of foul shit about me or about anybody. Doesn't matter. Anybody. Anybody that achieves any sort of like size at all, they'll be like, oh yeah, this fool's a piece of shit. Guarantee. You don't even gotta do nothing. They'll be like, oh yeah, this fool, look at this fool. I know this one dude who just makes fun of, there's this dude, he's got a good amount of subscribers too. And all he does is just go at fucking 1090 Jake. And all his videos are just about how 1090 Jake is just a lying piece of shit. And fucking, and this fool gets views. He gets views like this. Just running back 1090 Jake shit, talking shit about him, and fucking like debunking and saying everything. Oh, yeah, and everything this fool says is shit. And then he'll play like a line that fool says, be like, oh, this is why that's bullshit, and da-da-da-da-da. And that's his whole fucking spiel. So whenever it's set up like this, it's like, you can't win. You can't win. You might as well just try to do the best you can and fuck the rest of them. You know? Pick your favorite motherfucker who's no good. You've seen a higher court ruled that PC can be substantiated after arrest. What does that mean? Colorado is going down the toilet. I pawned something and they warned me to redeem it before August 1st, so there will be a 3-day waiting period. What the fuck is that about? I seen Steve Leto drop a video on it. Haven't watched it yet, but what the fuck? PC. Oh, PC is probable cause. Let's see. You seen a higher court that ruled probable cause can be substantiated after arrest? After arrest? How are you going to substantiate it after arrest? I mean, that's easy if you can arrest somebody and then just shake them. You know what I mean? No, but Russell Brand had 6 million YouTube followers, something like that. They said this was agent dropped him, all kinds of shit. Just over somebody saying, oh, well, he did something. He may have did something 20 years ago. We've got some allegations that he did something 20 years ago, right? It's like, what the fuck? Time to dump the tea. Supreme Court will stop that until Brandon packs the court. We'll see if he's going to get in again. Jesus Christ. But I have to believe that the people that Renegade Media talks about all the time, they don't want him talking about that shit. And that dude on Stories by a Current Prisoner the other day, Tony, was talking about it, and he was saying that they don't care. The heads of the prison gangs and stuff like this, they don't care that people know that they exist, and they don't care that people know that they exert power, and that people that people know that they're a criminal organization. They're supposed to be a criminal organization. They're okay with it. He said the thing that they really don't like is the fact that they're being exposed for like their scandalous bullshit. You know what I mean? That not all of them's jackets are like perfect, right? That people have R's on their jackets, and people have all kinds of shady stuff on their jackets, even at the highest levels of power. People like, you know what I mean? Some of these guys at the highest levels of power. The fact is, some of the guys at the highest levels of power like booty, I mean, and that's just a fact. And things like that are starting to come out. You know what I mean? That it's not as cut and dry as everybody thought. Oh, there's no homosexuals, Yeah, my ass. I seen in the most dangerous prisons I've been in, there was homosexuals, dangerous homosexuals. And all those little type secrets are starting to come out now, whereas people didn't know. People, especially the internet, has been caught up in this idea that this idea of the mafioso and all these rules and this fucking 10 toes down and I'm from the trenches and all this other bullshit. And now they're starting to see, now they get a look into the trenches. And you know what you find in the trenches? These motherfuckers in Chicago telling on each other. that's the trenches that they've been rapping about. These motherfuckers been in there telling on each other. Been in the county telling on each other, doing all kinds of faulty stuff. My sound's cutting out, says. That's no bueno. This is I've never done this YouTube live before. I don't know how I feel about YouTube live. Yeah. Yeah, smash the like, my homies. But no. So they lied to everybody about what it was. They lied to everybody about what, you know what I mean, about what things were on YouTube, what the trenches were, and and everybody hyped it up and turned it into something that it wasn't really. And so now, whenever things are starting to crumble, and I believe that the government does have something to do with this, because it can't just be a coincidence that all these tapes come out of Chicago showing all these people telling in the county, giving the cops information, cooperating with the cops inside of the county. And then all of a sudden, here's the indictments. And then you see in the indictments, whenever they are unrolled, you see that YouTubers are the number one witnesses, the number one and number two cooperators in the O Block federal indictment are YouTubers. Trenches News and FBG Butta are the number one and number two cooperators. So it's YouTubers. They're finding YouTubers. They're targeting YouTubers. And so at the very same time that they're targeting YouTubers, the government is releasing these tapes of all these gangbangers who've been rapping about killing people and all this other dumb shit, that everybody's looking up to these dudes and setting some sort of culture after these dudes and running around shooting people and everything else. And as it turns out, these dudes are just all fucking, most of them are telling on each other. They're homosexuals, like I was talking about. They're just a bunch of degenerates like everybody else, basically, right? And they put these dudes on some sort of god tier status, right, through their music and things of this nature, because things become part of pop culture. So now they don't know. It sounds good over here? Cool. Your sound is all chopped up. My sound's all chopped up. Damn. Yeah, it probably is the feds. I'm telling you. So, okay, so at the very same time, all this stuff is happening pretty much simultaneously. They're waiting until YouTubers go to jail, right? They're waiting until they go to jail, then making them cooperate. That's what they did with Butta, and that's what they did to Trenches News. So they wait till they hit jail, and then they're approaching them. The feds are approaching them and saying, "Oh, well, you know what I mean? we could give you a deal, da 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 da. They're indicting O-Block at the very same time. And right before that, I mean, within weeks before that, they're releasing all of these tapes of these dudes in Chicago telling and playing with boys and all this other stuff, kissing on boys while they're in jail and all this other stuff. They released all of this at the same time. And why else would they do that right before they drop the indictment? They're doing it to make people feel a certain way about these people, to shatter the aura around these dudes that says that they're like something special, some sort of special gangsters or mobsters or something like that. But the government's got these fools cooperating, telling all kinds of stuff. How you gonna how's the government gonna go in and cut a fucking a surveillance video, right? They're the only ones that would have access, right? Is the cops. They're gonna go in. They didn't just cut ones of fights. You could see being like, okay, we'll go find the ones with fights. They went and cut the ones that showed the dude fagging off. That showed the dude kissing a transsexual, and then released that. Oh my god, this shit is funny. Later, GT. I don't think I like this YouTube live shit. I think I like StreamYard. I don't know. But is it possible? I mean, I guess it's possible that Renegade Media will be able to just, you know what I mean, do whatever the things are that they asked him to, right? He could maybe, I don't know. I guess they're asking him to delete a bunch of stuff. But Frank's Vibes, they did the same thing, and right pretty much at the same time. Frank's Vibes got demonetized. Again, and Frank's Vibes has been demonetized a couple times. I'm not sure why his channel gets targeted so much. But that is something that has been an issue too. And right around the same, this all happened like within like the last week. It seemed like they did like a huge sweep or something like that. I don't know. Prison tip number 1: no fagging out. Yeah, it's a good. You know, it sounds cliche, but it's really not. I don't know why, but that the what's called just seems to follow problems. Just seem to follow the homosexuals in prison. They don't get, like, I was never in the pod with a homosexual for more than like a month, maybe. They don't make it. They're just unstable. They'll get in a fight. They'll get beat up. They'll get in a fight with another homosexual. Two people get in a fight over the homosexual. Somebody will try to rape the homosexual. You never know. They don't got no peace. They don't got a whole lot of peace coming. What do you say? Drugs, gambling, punks? Let's see. Are all bad behind the walls. Yeah, it'll get you in trouble. I mean, there's a lot of people, that's how they try to do their time, unfortunately. But there's a lot of people they consider that like a good afternoon. Drugs, gambling. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was in for some drugs and gambling. I got all my write-ups. Not all of them. There's a couple of my write-ups missing. They sent me my write-ups from DOC today. I got to decide what I'm going to do with them, how I'm going to make them into content. I don't know. The older ones, because they were from before they really put a lot of, I think it was before the digital age, because my first write-ups are from like 2002, 2003. And so those don't really have like any information. The ones later on actually have information and actually have a description. But I'm guessing why is because those were actually, somebody actually put a computer generated description in there, right? Back then. But in like 2002, whenever I first started, they were doing them by hand. Everything was still by hand. We were getting a carbon copy. We would get the pink copy, and then they would keep like the goldenrod copy, and then there would be like a white copy or something like that that went to admin. And that's what your write-ups were. That was your record of your write-ups. So my older write-ups, it just says assault. It says where it happened. It says assault. It says the date. And that's pretty much it. It doesn't really say much else. But yeah, I got all my write-ups. I got the one with the whatchamacallit. I got the one with the cheeseburgers too. Spinal, what's up, Ita? You can hear me now? Good shit. But yeah, I don't know. So I got to decide what I want to do with them. OC says, perspective is Frank's vibes and Renegade speak on Southern politics that seems to bring out the YouTube rats for some reason. It could be. It could be. I have to believe that somebody somewhere has asked them to I have to believe that somebody somewhere has said for them to get Renegade Media's channel taken down if they can. Right? I believe that. I would. You know what I mean? If I was somebody out there, I'd be like, man, get this dude to shut up. Right? So it wouldn't surprise me if somebody had already said that or put like a put like a bounty out there, been like, $500, you can get this fool shit taken down. Something like that. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, well, see, no, I agree. I fully support the homies too. I don't know what it is that gets them, but I feel like Renegade Media kind of flies in their faces and talks about a lot of stuff, because he talks about a lot of stuff specifically, and Frank don't really seem to talk about that stuff too much. I'm not sure what gets a flag on Frank's head as much as he ends up with one. I'm not really sure, but Frank seems to be targeted a lot, and he's really not. He tends not to be all that controversial. He does cover like Swifty and them, and I mean them cats are controversial. Just them cats in general are kind of controversial. So perhaps that has something to do with it, but there's definitely a ton of potential for people to come out the woodwork and mass report and flag channels like Renegades for going deep into these type of street politics. Yeah, there is. There is a ton of potential, Tony. And I think that had something to do with it. I think that had something to do with it. Because, I mean, it just doesn't make sense that it wouldn't. I don't know why it wouldn't. But then again, like I said, Renegade said that they had sent him a letter about marking out some faces or something like that he needed to take some people's faces out, and that he didn't. And so, you know what I mean? I don't know. They might have been warning him. That might have been YouTube warning him to do something, and he just didn't do it. It's possible. I don't know about that. Is he real? What up? I see you, sir. BHP. Yeah, sometimes it does take weeks for your appeal to go through. It can. I've got a video that I'm waiting on for, been yellow tagged for like 4 days already. It's kind of ridiculous. And I cut all the cuss words out of it. I went through and cut all the cuss words out of it, and it's taken it 4 days. EBK, what up? What's going on? Everybody got hit over like the last couple days, man. Frank's Vibes got hit again. Frank's Vibes, they're talking about trying to take his channel. Frank's Vibes, Renegade Media, what's his name? Russell Brand. Russell Brand had 6 million subscribers, dog. 6 million subscribers. They took his channel down. Are you supposed to keep to a schedule if you got to wait 2 weeks for an appeal? Yeah. EBK, salute, my friend. I don't know, man, but that shit sucks. The homie had traction too. What's his name? Renegade Media. He had traction, but then again, like I said, he's talking about things. He gets in depth, homie, in some of those things to where, you know what I mean? Is he real? Your channel got taken down too? Damn. Yeah, YouTube is doing a lot right now. I don't know what it is. But see, they've always said stuff like that though too, right? Because they used to say that whenever they used to say, "Oh, Gunner, they had Gunner's That's what they said. Gunner had his fans target some channels. That's what people kept telling me about Gunner. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but that's what people kept telling me is that he was targeting other people's channels to get their channels taken down. And I've heard that a couple times about different people. They say, "Oh no, they're targeting people." I don't know. They're doing too much right now. Your channel got taken down too, Spinal? Yeah. If you dance around like a clown, tell made up stories, put out fake paperwork, everything is fine. I guess nobody could get in trouble. In trouble if all your stories are made up. I guess nobody could really get in trouble, right? If you're just making them. The best bet to actually make money in Renegade is to do a tiered Patreon setup with planned content strategy centered around stuff like new original series. Can't give away too much game, but yeah. No, you're right, Tony Yale. He could. He does need to do something like that because he's very niche. And the fact is, he still has a very large following. And I wouldn't just forsake it or stop. Maybe put a certain amount of his content on Patreon or something like that, or behind a paywall, and then just continue to run the channel and use the channel. You could use that big channel to push people to Rumble. You know what I mean? Since it's the channel still growing so fast and doing so well, you might as well keep that momentum, keep feeding that momentum, but use it to drive new people over to Rumble, Patreon, things of this nature. T Money, what up? Yeah, but it sucks that I don't know, but then some people just get what you calls for 90 days. Some people get demonetized for 90 days, and then that's all it takes. And then they're able to get their channels back, right? And it's I don't know. Or is it going to be? Is it going to continue to be like this? Went through it a couple times. Frank's Vibes has gone through it a couple times where they keep demonetizing and then back and forth. They keep demonetizing him and then they don't, and then they do, and then they don't. And he keeps going through it. Tony Yayo says, I used to work for Vice Complex Level Outfit as a senior level content manager for years, so I learned a lot regarding editorial content strategy. I actually hit him up today to give him some advice. I got to drop off my daughter. You have a great night. Shout out, Gangish. Thank you, brother. Oh, T Money got himself a new phone. T Mizzle. I don't know. Is it time to start moving? Is it time to start streaming to Rumble too? To start pushing people to Rumble? It's so scary these days. Or do you just hold on and hope that you say the right things on YouTube? My dog's staring at me. Irony, what up? I don't know. I put some videos. I have a Rumble account, and I put some videos over there. Ain't nobody watch that shit. I'm not 100% sure how to start a get the audience chummed up over there. You know what I mean? Think Renegade hit a nerve exposing dirty moves about certain leadership. They probably mass reported him. Yeah, I think. Well, like I said, that's kind of what I was talking about with stories written by a current prisoner, Tony. That one I was watching the other day, and he asked the dude. He's like, what do you think these cats? He asked some dude who was a dropout in metal, and he had been part of the mob, Southern California, and they asked him, what do you think about all these channels talking about this stuff? And he was like, they don't care that they're talking about these fools killing people or running their business or making money or any of that, because they're gangsters. They're supposed to be doing that. They're supposed to be making that money. They're supposed to be killing people and robbing and extorting people and all that shit. He said what they don't like is whenever people are exposing that they don't always follow the rules, that a lot of them have shit on their jackets, that they do dirty dealing, and the politics isn't always as solid as it should be, and that a lot of the times it has more to do with favoritism. You know what I mean? And they're like dirty, scandalous shit that they do to each other. Let's see. I think everyone making content over this because it happens all the time. Well, it's just something I was already kind of thinking about it, just wondering. I had been kind of wondering, like, damn. I was even talking about it with the homie the other day. Like, fuck, this fool got hit. Who were we talking about? It wasn't even Russell Brand who got hit. It was somebody else who got hit. And we're talking about this fool. We're like, damn, both these fools in the Chicano sphere got hit. And then right after that, Russell Brand got hit with all these allegations from like 20 years ago. And they didn't even think about it with this dude. They didn't even ask if this bitch could just be some random like streetwalker that just makes these allegations all the time. Like they never even did any due diligence into who this woman was. She literally made this accusation, and within like 72 hours, they like ripped the guts out of this fool's life. It was like, oh yeah, you can't do nothing. You don't got an agent. His agent quit. Like that, they stopped his ability to monetize. His agent quit. They pulled his special. They're pulling his books off the shelves. They're stopped selling his books, all because some bitch made an allegation. And it's like, what? You could have at least waited. You don't think? Just for a second? How's Wendy, fool? Yeah, Russell Brand, the actor. He had a YouTube channel with 6 million subscribers. They took his YouTube channel. They didn't even just demonetize his shit. They just took it. They just took the channel and scrubbed that shit. So yeah, you don't got your channel no more. Sorry. I'm beating it up right now. Like, this has all been crazy, homie. Just, so Frank's Vibes, Renegade Media, right? Remember Josh? Josh got targeted there for a minute too. From the homie hangout. His was demonetized for a while. He ended up getting it back. But I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. You got to just keep trying to get it back. Because it seems like most people, whenever they end up getting the actual like email that says, whenever they actually end up getting the email that says what's wrong, most of them are usually confused. Like Josh's email was for like unoriginal content. They said, "Oh, we're going to demonetize your channel for unoriginal content." He was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I barely even do reactions because I didn't know how for a long time." He's like, "The majority of my channel is just me talking." But they said the same thing. And so a lot of people are confused about the situation. Renegade Media doesn't seem super confused. He seems like he has an idea. Like they have been notifying him beforehand, like I said. Danny Masterson got people. Hey, they said that fool was a beast. Tell me that fool Danny Masterson was a beast, dog. They said he earned that 30 piece, homie. He was aggressive. That fool was going for it. I just had to pull the strap on. You know who? Don't pull the heater out, Timmy. Felons can't have the heat. Yeah, that fool Danny Masterson, they gave that fool a 30 piece. But the Frank's kind of said the same thing. Frank kind of said that like the reason that they demonetized him was something about unoriginal content or some shit like that, or like somebody claimed a bunch of his content or something like that. I don't know. These YouTube streets are hot. oh fucking Jay Williams. Oh Jay. Jay and Lance, huh? Fools are going, fucking white boys go hard out in Virginia, boy. These motherfuckers. between them two and Spencer. These fools put the DMV on the map, homie. Put them on the YouTube map. That's funny. Oh, I just looked. Russell Brand's channel is still up. They must have just demonetized it. You might be right. The Wood years is popping. Is it Mighty Mouse from out there too? Damn, the DMV, boy, I'm telling you. The white boy car in the DMV is rough. John Neal said that ain't all of me. Lance does seem like he's on the same one. Did y'all see that fucking did you see that video of that video I put out today? Plug made a music video um, of Lance. It's fucking hilarious. I can't pull it up because this is YouTube Live. This isn't StreamYard. So there's no real option to even pull anything up. Otherwise, I show it to you. Virginia is wild. It's going down to the hey, the white boys in the DMV are rough, dog. Real talk. Some cold hitters, dog. Plug cracks me up with those videos. That's what I'm saying. The problem with those videos is that he they're like buried in the middle of his live streams. You never know where they are. It'll be like a 3-hour live stream, and randomly in the middle of a 3-hour live stream, there'll be like a skit that is just fucking gold, but it never goes anywhere because it's in the middle of a 3-hour live stream. He has shit. He creates little skits all the time. It's no, I mean I feel I don't mean to laugh at Lance. I actually like Lance, but it's like to the point now where it's like, come on, dog. Like I'm not the one to make fun of somebody's fucking relapse, okay? But it's been fucking 6 months, dog. You know what I mean? Like eventually I've got to be able to eventually you're not going to get your shit together and I need to be able to make content about this shit cuz this shit's fucking funny, dog. You're off the rails, homie. Big Lance, if you're listening, you're off the fucking rails, dog. So I'm sorry. He says he's got a horrible tweaker chick with him all the time. It's all bad. Got some crazy bitch. And do more stand up in the joint from what I heard, but on the streets they wide open. He puts those funny videos on his members only page. Is that what it is? I'd say he's more on the rails at this point. He's on the. Is he on the rails? He actually is. He actually is. I think Lance just got himself like a place to stay, or something like that. But yeah, we can do it. It's Ritz. No, I hope my homie gets better. I hope my homie gets better. But you can't tell me he's not on a sick one because I've been on a sick one before. I know what it looks like to be on a sick one. And that fool's on a sick one. And it's been fucking months, dog. It hasn't been, this isn't, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like he fucked up and then I'm just going to like run and go make content about it or something like that. It's been months, dog. Come on, clean it the fuck up. Get it the fuck together, dog. Let's go. Get it the fuck together. Tony, I need a new Cadillac Escalade. Hit the cash app tomorrow. Hashtag 500 more. Hashtag just 500 more. Hashtag rent due. I need $34 for toilet paper. I need a new Escalade. Hit the cash. Sing a song about it. I'll sing a song about it. Oh, the fucking chat is off the chain, dog. The fucking chat is off the chain, homie. Sing a song about it. sing a song about it. Oh my god. Oh. Anna, what up? It's good to see you. Oh my god. I got a cough. Hold on. Oh my god. That shit was funny. No, I'm just saying, homie. Get it together, dog. That fool's like 6 months into a fucking 60-day relapse. It's like the question always is, whenever you fuck your life off, how bad are you gonna fuck it off before you're gonna stop? And that's the question. What's gonna be rock bottom this time? Because there's all kinds of rock bottoms, right? There's the rock bottom whenever you've never really had it hard and you just find yourself sleeping in your car or something like that. You know what I mean? And then there's, there's rock bottom. Rock bottom, there's fucking people that have been on the streets for fucking years and really have nowhere to go. There's people like that. I said there's a lot of people like that in my neighborhood that you can tell that years of living on the streets, just there's a harshness to it that does something to people that you could just see on their faces. Hey, puppy. Good to see you, Anna. What up? Bigfoot on her. What up? You smoking some weed? Oh, that fucking damn. I forgot about that. I'm telling y'all, go check out that video that I posted today. Later on. Fucking that music video Plug put out, I'm telling you. Yeah. Don't support 45, talk crap about liberals or pharmaceutical companies and you'll be okay. Yeah. That's true. That's got a lot to do with it right there, I think, is because Russell Brand was talking a lot about pharmaceutical companies. Had a little incident with Billy Western. That does have a lot to do with it. I believe that Russell Brand has been critical, and he's been saying stuff for a while that's made me wonder. Because I thought about that with Tucker Carlson a long time ago. A couple years back, I can remember listening to Tucker Carlson saying, "How are they going to let this guy talk about this? What is he? I don't understand." Because they're not supposed to let. Whenever he did that one on that dude, who Tucker Carlson did a special on a dude who was responsible for the buyout of Cabela's, and the buyout of Cabela's like bankrupted a bunch of fucking cities throughout the Midwest. It destroyed property values and all kinds of shit. They like bought it out and ran it into the ground or some shit like that, or something like that. And it was that vulture capitalism shit that they're talking about. And they do this. They tend to do this. And they'll even find companies that work fine. They'll buy them out, do the numbers, and be like, yeah, well, they're worth money if we just run them into the ground and cannibalize them. And Tucker Carlson was talking about this years ago. And I remember thinking, they're not going to, why are they letting this dude talk about this? You know what I mean? They're not going to allow this forever. These people are too rich. And sure enough, they found ways throughout time. All the platforms and ways that people talk that they don't like them to, they just find ways to shut it down. That's what they did with Parler. I don't know why they're not doing it to Rumble. They're not doing it to Rumble yet, for whatever reason. Plug's video was hey, dude. So I woke up this morning and I click on Big Lance's live, and he's talking about punching Plug in the face, right? And I can tell he's pissed, you know. And I'm sitting here thinking, why would this fool be this mad? You know what I mean? What is going on here? Why would he be this pissed off? So I go over to Plug's live stream, and I fucking press play and like just fast forward to like an hour in, and Plug is just fucking going in on this dude on this fucking song, this music video that he made, and it's funnier than shit. And Plug's snapping. Plug's just snapping off on the beat. Homie just riding the beat, just getting this. And you can tell it's a freestyle, and he's just going off. Just getting him. I was like, oh my God, Lance is this is why Lance is fucking pissed. Lance is pissed. Kyle White, what up? It's just like, I don't know. The video was dope, dog. Plug comes through, dog. But his, like I said, a lot of those videos, a lot of those golds, a lot of those gems are buried inside of these huge long live streams. You'll never know they're there if you don't go looking. There's so many hours of live streams of like just ridiculous shit that we used to do before all of us, like before any of us were monetized. All of the YouTube streets dudes and fucking Weavy and VPS and all of us. There's just hundreds of hours of us just fucking around, talking shit to each other in front of like 5 people, 10 people, shit like that. Bigfoot was there for a lot of it. Reminds me of the live rap battles I've been to, make you want to beat the fuck out of someone. We went hard on lives. Yeah. You remember all that? Whenever everybody needed hours. So we would just, okay, you going live. Okay, you go live for a while. And then the next one to go live for a while. And then Weavy be live. Weavy went on those marathon lives where he was going live all night long. 5, 6, 7 hours a night. It's worth the 99 cents to join Plug's members page because he has a few music videos on there about other YouTubers. That's good. That's good. I see him. He's been pushing it. He's been pushing his members only stuff. That's good for him. fucking Plug. Yeah. Yeah, you guys were there for a lot of that. We used to just hang out for hours, all kinds of shit. Some of those Weavy lives got crazy too. You never know what was gonna crack on them Weavy lives. remember the kid who showed up? The kid who showed up with the mask on his face and the Confederate flag in the background. Remember that? He showed up on Weavy's channel in the middle of the night. It was like, what the fuck is it? These YouTube streets need Rick. They do. The homie needs to get his ass back to YouTube. Figure it out and get it back to YouTube. Weavy was wild. Do you remember that whenever the YouTube streets was just like who was gonna get cussed out tonight, and whenever that's what it was for like a couple months, if anybody showed up to the YouTube streets, they just get cussed the fuck out. Like Milk, remember they even paid to have a Milk 74 on there, and they just fucking cussed him out. They just all went off on him. Ronnie Blue Eyes started going off on him, calling him a bitch. He's like, I'll beat your fucking ass, bitch. And started going on. The fucking YouTube streets was vicious, dog. Do you remember that shit? Yeah, AZ. You remember all that shit? That shit. The YouTube streets it was just crazy fucking hostile, dog, for like a 2-month period there. That's all it was just fucking you just go on there to fucking get in like a crazy ass fight and cuss people out and challenge people to a fight and fucking threaten them and all kinds of other shit. And that was just perfectly normal. YouTube streets was vicious, boy. The lurch, the Lurchums interview. That shit was too much. The mouth of Lurchum. Oh my god. Plug and find these fucking characters. The Lurchums interview. Oh my god. I'm fucking dead, dog. I'm glad I did this live. Oh my god. I wasn't sure about going live this early. I'm glad I did this though. That shit, the fucking Lurchums interview, dog. that fucking what you call that showed up like immediately. That troll showed up like the next day. They did the interview with Lurchums, and then the next day a troll showed up called the Mouth of Lurchums. Frank, what up? Much love, homie. Good to see you. Yeah, who the fuck is little Timmy? That shit was funny. You know what I'm saying? It's racist. Yeah. Oh my god. The Batman dude. Plug had on like a string of characters there for a while. You know what I mean? That he would just find, I don't know where find these dudes. The Lurchums interview. YouTube is on a power trip, Frank. They're doing it all over the place. You're right. Yeah. It's been bad. Just in this genre, and even over the last couple of weeks, they've been messing up, saying that there's an invalid traffic error, and they've been taking a lot of people's monetization. Fetty went off on Timo over the Confederate flag. It's always something. There's always something crazy going on. Always somebody pissed. Somebody wants to beef with somebody else. Fuck that. This is bullshit. There's always somebody, no matter what, if you come on here with a strong opinion, there's somebody who will always be like, fuck that, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean? You're full of shit. Timmy telling the old lady, get out of my car. That shit's funny. Everyone showed up with the flag ad. What are they hitting you with, Frank? What are they hitting you with? Like, because I watched the video that you put out. It's like, it's a bunch of copyright violations or what? They don't like that you use people's content or something like that? That's why the YouTube streets is funny as fuck. It's always something. Yeah. But they were real vicious there though for a while. It was crazy there. It was like the Wild West there for a while. They tamed it down a little bit. Reused content. How to delete? How do I delete all my videos? Reused content. Like other people like reacting or something like that. You were reacting to other people's content. Is that what that means? Or just because you use other people's like the way that like some of the smaller channels do that edit other people's videos? I've been selling my shards and worked no day. The fucking, hey, dog, the song's good, dog. You gotta give it to him, dog. The song's good, and it was so great, dog. That whenever I watched it this morning, it was like I found Lance. I clicked on the button and I found Lance, just mattered in hell, at Plug. And so I immediately clicked on Plug shit, and it was this fucking song. And I started dying, dog. And it was like, this makes perfect sense. The world needs to see why Lance is so mad. They need to. Let's see. Because I reacted to other people's content, those Pepper put a restriction on me using it. Doesn't No Jumper do that? I don't know. If you use their name in the title, they will copyright you. Oh, like on this next video that I got coming up, I used a small No Jumper clip, but it's very small, and the video is a half hour long, and I used like a 10 or 15-second No Jumper clip. I'm just waiting for this fucking thing to green tag right now. This thing is taking forever, but I do have one in the works. It's already in the works. It's already ready to go. It's just not monetizing for some reason, but I cut all the cuss words out of it. Yeah, YouTube will take a chunk out of your ass. YouTube is undefeated. Zebby, what up? People telling fake stories. Like I said, you're almost safer. You're almost safer just telling fake stories. You know what I mean? Fake stories, nobody gets in trouble. Been working no days. The fucking song, dude. Plug. He's so stupid. He's so stupid. Oh my god. I love it. That shit was funny. Zebby, what up though? What's up with John Diesel? I haven't seen John Diesel that much. He's still around. I don't know. I think I don't know. He seemed like he was doing really well, and then whenever that whole Swifty Blue situation happened, I think it kind of derailed him a little bit. I think it kind of shook him, and he didn't know what to think. You know. Thank you, GT. I appreciate you. Town business. I did see that his stepson got shot. Yeah. The homie's going through it. Yeah, I did see that. I seen some videos about that. He put a hit on. It's going down in the DM. Possible. Possible. That shit's funny. Just going through the motions, man. Still got a lot to figure out. Permanently disabled. Oh no. That's no good, brother. Jesus. They just killed a cop in Palmdale the same day his son got shot. I seen that. I seen that. That they killed a cop in Palmdale. I don't know. They're gonna keep. I know they're gonna keep sanitizing the internet, dog, of things that they don't want. Whatever it is that they don't want on the internet. You know what I mean? And what's crazy is the same people who, the same people who fought for free speech and stuff like that, are the same people whenever it comes back around that are going to censor us again. That are going to try to censor whatever. These are the same people that are going to try to censor us on here, right? The same people who fought for free speech in the 60s, the hippies, the left, the Democrats, whatever you want to call it, are now the people who are going to come back around and wield the fucking power of big tech against, oh no, but you still have to say the things that we want you to say. You can't say things. They've done a fucking 180 and now they're on the side of the fucking the controlling state of Big Brother. AI is taking over. They said they don't know what to do with AI. They said that's the funny part about it, is that nobody's quite sure. Nobody's quite sure how to make it profitable yet. There is businesses that already had AI and they were using it in a profitable manner, but that's kind of the rest of the people, all the new people that have been messing with it. Nobody's really figured out how exactly to use it to generate money yet. So it's we're in a weird stage right now where they're not quite sure what to do with it. Oh, Team Money. Team Money got a new phone. I don't know, Frank. That shit, they said reused content because you reacted to other people's shit. And the people who are on the other end of that content are reporting you, or what? Is that what it is? Team Money got a new phone, broke the old one. He said he needs you to call him. Call him. He can't call you. So send the number. I got class here in a little while. Gwen, what up? Yeah, I got class here in a little while. Gotta go see what's cracking. Communication systems, public communication systems. Good to see you, Gwen. Thank you for stopping by. Boom. Can't highlight any of the comments tonight because I'm not on StreamYard. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like this is like pretty bare bones over here. feel like YouTube is bare bones. I feel like they didn't try very hard. That's how it seems. The HTML is going. I like it. It works. She pointed out what I did wrong the other day. I named a file wrong. The only one thing that I got wrong on the last exercise was that I had named a file wrong, and so the computer wasn't finding it the correct way. But it was a picture. I was referencing a picture. But I like that shit. The HTML shit. I like it a lot. I think I'm going to read a bunch of that book on my own. Just read the whole damn book. It's a good book. Wow. Russell Brand having 6 million subscribers, and still being susceptible to being cracked, having his channel taken away, have his channel demonetized, shows you right there that nobody's really safe. It don't matter who it is. They're gonna come for you. If they want you, they're gonna come for you. And they're not even gonna think about it. And it almost seems like a message the way that they're doing it so fast. It's like, because a lot of the times it seems like they do stuff like that. Like the government will wait until the day of something and the exact day that something happened, and then they'll go like serve a search warrant, and you'll be like, well, you just did that on the anniversary of this fucking shit, or you did that exactly one day before the grand jury was getting ready to convene or something. And they do that shit to make a statement. That's one of the ways that you make a statement. They just did it with Trump right now. They filed this court case on him, and then they set his court date to be the day of Super Tuesday or some shit like that. So he has to be in court on Super Tuesday. They do shit like that, and it's symbolic that they do it. They do it because they can just claim that it's part of the process, that it's all normal part of the process, but it's clearly not. You can clearly see that it's not, that it's actually there's a method behind it, and that they're doing it on purpose to put their thumb in your eye, right? So they do this type of shit on purpose. And they just took Russell's channel without any sort of due process whatsoever, without him being convicted of anything, without him being anything. They took a channel with 6 million subscribers and just said, oh yeah, you can't make money on that no more. Just yank. Right? You're trying to explain what a GIF was yesterday? I don't know. Let's see what pops up here. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. What up? Saludos, my friend. Random question from your 71-year-old friend. I don't think that those channels, Russell Brand's channel, whatever, the timing of Russell Brand's channel necessarily had anything to do with the timing of what you call it, like Frank or the other one getting himself or Renegade Media's channel being demonetized, because they don't seem to be along the same vein as far as why. And what you call did say Renegade Media did say that he had gotten warnings for a while. So I have a feeling there's a lot of information inside those warnings. Somehow you put the tobacco down. Yeah. I still take a dip every once in a while. I haven't had one in about a week or so. Anyway, probably going to shut this one down, my friends. Probably going to call it a day. Take my dog outside. This fool's ready to go. And I got to get ready for class. 6. What was Russell making money from content-wise? Well, I'm sure he had a Google AdSense. And that fool's got videos that are putting out, 500,000 views. You know what I mean? 500,000 views is, $4,000 or $5,000, something like that. And he's putting out videos like every day, every other day. He's putting videos out, so he was making good money. He was bringing in good money every month, guaranteed. Talking about your DMI, brother. Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to take Jack's ass outside. Jack's not having it. He says he's demon fools. Be careful, he's demon fools. You better watch it. Eyes don't lie, Chico. Anyway, my friends, thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. Everybody, this is my first YouTube live stream. I don't know if I'm going to do it again. I can't even share the screen. You know what I mean? I can't even share the screen. I can't even share the music. I can't even share the music video the plug made about Big Lance. Go find it on my channel. I posted it this morning. It's pretty dope. Go check it out. You'll love it. Anyway, thank you, my friends. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you all. Good looking out. White devil. Good to see you. Catch you guys later.